There we are. I'm curious what you think we can make of the history as it unfolds, and what in our past shows us guidance for things that were unprecedented and then have a precedent, like holding these government officials who are presumed innocent accountable, putting them on trial for coup attempts.
Well, I think one way to look at it, Ari, is that let's travel back to the not entirely wonderful world of the mid-1990s. And that was a time that two things happened. Number one, the internet was beginning to spread, so you could have social media sites, in this case, right-wing radical sites that spread all sorts of information to potentially billions of people. That had never happened before in history. Before then, it would have to be some guy standing on a street corner with some crazy flyer. That was a big difference in our country. The other thing is that we had the beginning of Fox News and imitators in 1996, untethered by fact, very eager to push right-wing radical narratives that didn't connect to actual evidence. So that, and I'm not blaming them entirely, but maybe not entirely a coincidence that in 2004, you remember how many Americans thought that Saddam was behind 9/11, which he was not. After 2008, the number of Americans who thought that Barack Obama was a Muslim, not a Christian, and that went up. That was possible because of this nuke technology, and particularly that cable network and its imitators. And so that set the stage for a demagogue, Donald Trump, to come in 2016, use this technology, the cable network, websites that would amplify his message, reaching all sorts of people that Richard Nixon never could have in 1974, and projecting a view of himself that was not true. A moderate, successful businessman. That's what he campaigned as. So the point I'm making is that for most of American history, we might have had a demagogue run for president, but that person would have been stopped by a party structure who would say, you know, you can't have our nomination, or it might have been stopped by traditional news media saying, this is what he's saying that is not true, and he should be barred from the presidency, as Richard Nixon was in Watergate.